Hello and welcome everybody. If you see this video, it means that I, LPGrodus, has finally reached 600 subscribers here on YouTube, and for that I am very grateful for. So thank you everyone who has supported me throughout these years. Thank you everyone who are subscribed to me. Thank you everyone who has ever watched one of my videos. And as my 600 special, or the new series that will start now when I've reached 600, that, my friends, are Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. Yes, LPGrodus, the frog, enters the realm of Pokemon competitive battling, also known as Wi-Fi battles. And I do have ORAS, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or rather I have Alpha Sapphire, and that is what I battle on. But I'm gonna fight against my good friend Adranus. That's his Twitter handle. And I believe it's his YouTube handle as well. You can see him on the still image here, that he has a Venusaur, he has an Umbreon, he has a, whatever those are called, Terracrian or something, the legendary guy from Generation 5. He got an Espeon, a Flareon, and a Jolteon. As you can see, he has a lot of evolution in his team, and you can see me going with a Shuckle, Nidoking, Shinshino, Raticate, Electrode, and Slowking. But the battle shall begin right now. As you can hear, the sound is here. And this is where the actual battle starts. With me pressing play twice. But I'm gonna start out with my Shuckle here. Because, well, he both have Stealth Rocks and Sticky Web. And he's a both physical and special defensial wall. Even though I took above half there, I still have my Citrus Berry to save me there, which grants me some time to set up Stealth Rocks. And considering that I have more than half my health, I have enough to throw out a Sticky Web as well to slow down his entire team. And since the Sticky Web lowers the speed of every Pokemon with at least with 2 stages, it's gonna be a tremendous help during the battles. So I'm gonna send in Godzilla, and considering that his Adranus is scarfed, he is forced to switch out because he has locked himself into Thunderbolt. And he sends out the Terrakion. I don't really remember all his Pokemon all that well, but sending in Terrakion against a Nidoking is not the best of choices, considering that Nidoking has Earth Power. Which, in return, and since I'm faster than Terrakion and he switched into me, he's forced to take 2 Earth Powers, and the second Earth Power taking him down. So that's no more Terrakion. Down goes him, or he goes down. So he sends in his Espeon, and considering that I'm a Poison type, I decided that, in fact, even though I are weakened down here, it's better for me to switch out. Though, switching out to Burns, which is my Raticate, I know the reason why I did it, but it probably would have been better to switch into Slowking, because Slowking would have been able to take this attack a lot better. But since I have Sucker Punch, I am able to take out this Espeon in one go, thanks to Guts and the boost I get through the Flame Orb by having Burns burned. So with that set, I'm able to take down his Espeon, and out comes Umbreon, and I really dislike this Umbreon. Mostly because it's a wall, and yeah, a wall that, slows you down with both Protect and using Toxic. So, considering I only got 12 HP left, Burns will sadly die by the Flame Orb's burning effect. So down go Burns, but he did his job taking down the Espeon, and out goes Slapsgiving, my Minccino, or is it Shinshino? I always mix those up, but it's a Skill Link one. And for those who do not know, Skill Link is an ability that always guarantees 5 hits for moves that does between 2 to 5 hits. I also have King's Rock on my Slaps Giving here, which with Skill Link it gives you a 40% chance of flinching the target. And I tend to get really lucky with the flinches. So I have drawn down the Umbreon down to yellow health. Unfortunately I didn't get the flinch, so he gets off the poison, or I mean the toxic. So now I will continuously drain HP during the battle and more during each round, starting with 6%, going up to 12% and so on. So, you may wonder why I'm going for Bullet Seed here and not Tail Slap. The reason why I'm going for Bullet Seed is because I didn't trust Tail Slap's accuracy. So the Bullet Seed brings Umbreon down to red, it's flinched, and it will recover some HP because of the leftovers. But as for now, it looks like I have the upper hand. But remember that the Umbreon does have Protect, which it's going to use. It's gonna stall me for poison damage at this point. Which is also why I went for the Bullet Seed again, because I knew that he would go for Protect. Even though I'm hoping he wouldn't. So I will continue to drain some more damage there. But I'm gonna go for a Tail Slap here, considering it's stab for Minccino. And you know, 5 hits, it's guaranteed to die. The Umbreon, I mean. So, another one of his Pokemons goes down. That is the 3rd out of 6. And I continue to take some more poison damage. So at this point I was considering that, should I switch out or should I go for a move here? So, I decided to stay in, considering that Sticky Web will lower his speed. And I decided to go for Rock Blast here. Now, for some reason, Rock Blast tends to do more damage than any of the other attacks, it seems like. Not sure why, but Rock Blast does a nice chunk of damage here. I get the flinch, and I can continue onwards. Lucky for me, though, that I did survive the poison damage there. And I can go for another Rock Blast, and I'm pretty much guaranteed to destroy Jolteon at this point. So there we go, Jolteon has fainted. Unfortunately for me, Slaps Giving goes down with the poison damage. So it's 3-4 to me at this moment. Or at least, yeah, it is. So it looks like I have the upper hand at this point. So he sends in Flareon. And I also dislike this Flareon a lot. In goes King Paul, because I have the upper hand with King Paul being a water type. And I knew he would go for Protect, so I went for Nasty Plot at this point, increasing my special attack a bit. But what I didn't expect, or what I didn't remember here with his Flareon, is that it's a Facade user, just like my Eradicate. Now, Adrianus actually ran some damage calculation after this battle, and yeah, that critical hit actually did matter. So if he wouldn't have gotten that critical hit, the outcome of this battle may have changed, but we can't know for sure because well, he landed that critical hit, so that's kinda what set me into the dust here. Of course, I could have switched out Godzilla here, but I was kind of positive that I would survive it. But you know, with the guts boost on his Flareon and all, yeah, it didn't go all that well. So in goes Fuse 4, my Electrode. Now you may wonder why I'm using Thunderbolt here instead of Thunder. It's because I don't really trust the accuracy of Thunder, and I'm not running a Rain Dance Electrode. So I decided here to go for well, his Venusaur is gonna Mega Evolve first. And remember that Fuse 4 is my final Pokemon. I have nothing left of this. So you know, I should have sacked him before. and saved Nidoking. It could have ended in my advantage here, but I go with Hidden Power Ice. It does a very small amount of damage, so all I can really do now is have Fuse 4 take himself out with glory by using an explosion, which unfortunately for me does nothing. And even if it would have taken down his Venusaur, he still would have won. I do believe that his Venusaur is a max defense set. I believe he's told me that. Now we will get to see a still image of the teams again. But that is the very first battle. Very first Wi-Fi battle that goes up on my channel. And if you want to battle me, I will post the friend code for my 3DS down below. Just send me a message, either in YouTube comments with your friend codes in it, or you can tweet me at LPGrodus on Twitter if you like to fight me sometime. So don't forget to follow Adranus on Twitter as well. Check out his channel for the sake of it. I do believe he has his own Pokemon battles. I do know that he has his own Pokemon Let's Plays. But with that said, if you enjoyed this Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, make sure to subscribe if you aren't already. Share this video with your friends. Share your thoughts down in the comment section. Give this video a good old like if you enjoyed it. Give it a good old dislike if you didn't. Now, this has been LPGrodus saying thank you very much for watching. Stay froggy everyone, and I shall see you next time. See you then.